Hello students, in this lecture we start with the definition of a linear combination, then we go through the linear span and some theorem which are based on the linear span. First of all, we go through the definition on the topic linear combination. Okay, so what is a linear combination? Let alpha 1, alpha 2 up to so on alpha n belongs to field F and x1, x2, xn belongs to vector space V. For any alpha 1, alpha 2 scalars, these are nothing but the scalar belongs to field F and x1, x2, xn are the vectors are belongs to vector space V. Then alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 plus up to so on alpha n xn is called linear combination of x1 x2 up to so on xn. Okay, linear, what is a linear combination? For any scalars alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n belongs to field F and the vectors x1, x2, xn belongs to vector space V. This combination alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to so on alpha n xn is called as a linear combination of an x1, x2, xn. Here we multiplied the scalars to the vectors x1, x2, xn. Okay, and taking a sum throughout. So this type of combination is nothing but the linear combination of these vectors alpha 1, x1, x2 up to xn. This is said to be a linear combination. Then the next is linear span. Linear span. So what is a linear span? Let V be a vector space over a field F and S be a subset of V. The linear span of S is defined as the set of all linear combination of elements in S, that is LS is equal to alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to so on alpha n xn, where alpha I belongs to field F, xi belongs to vector space V, and n is a positive integer. Okay, so linear span. What is a linear span? If we have given V is any vector space over the field F and S is a subset of an V, if we look at any subset S of an V, then the linear span of S, then the linear span of this subset S is defined as the set of all linear combinations of elements in S. Set of all linear combinations means what? We know that linear combinations is a linear combination of the element is for any element x1, x2, xn, the linear combination given by alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to so on alpha n xn. Therefore, set of all these linear combination put that in the one set. Okay, set of all these linear combinations of the set S, this should be put at in the one set alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to alpha n xn, where alpha I belongs to field F, xi belongs to vector space V, and n is the any positive integer. Okay, here we put at xn means n is the any positive integer should be taken. So the set of all those linear combinations is said to be an linear span. Okay, and it is denoted by the L of S. Therefore, linear span means what? If we have given the vector space and the any set S is contained in that vector space, then the linear span of that S is denoted by L of S, and this is consisting of the set of linear combinations of the elements of that set S. Therefore, this is nothing but the linear span. Now, the next is note each element in L of S is a linear combination of finite number of elements of S. Okay, each element in L of S is a linear combination of finite number of the elements in S. This is an obvious case since L of S is the linear combination of the elements in S. Therefore, each element in L of S is a linear combination of the finite number of the elements in S. And second is L of S is a subspace of an V. Okay, L of S is a subspace of the vector space V. For showing this, what we have to show for any two elements in the L of S, their subtraction belongs to L of S, and the scalar multiplication of any element with the any scalar is also belongs to this L of S. Therefore, let's consider we showed this. Let x and y belongs to L of S. Therefore, how the x looks like, the x can be expressed as, since L of S is the set of linear combination, how the elements in the L of x looks like is equal to this, the elements of this form, alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to alpha n xn. Therefore, the x can be a member is equal to alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to so on alpha n xn, where alpha I belongs to field f, and the second member is y. Y also belongs to L of S. Therefore, also it can be written in this form, beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 up to so on beta m into xn, where beta j, okay, where beta I belongs to field f, okay, where beta I belongs to field f, where here I running from 1 to up to so on n, okay, and xi belongs to yes, since here xi belongs to field. Now we have to show that for showing the subspace, first we have to show that the subtraction of these two elements belongs to set S. Then consider x minus y is equal to, take a subtraction alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to so on alpha n xn minus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 up to so on beta n xn, which is equal to, as here alpha 1 x1 present, here beta 1 x1 is present. Therefore, we put x1 outside the bracket, and the remaining should be present here is alpha 1 minus beta 1 into x1 for the first term. Okay, here x1 and x1 is present. Therefore, take a x1 outside the bracket or common from these both elements, and it should be outside the bracket, and the similar thing should be throughout for the other elements also. Therefore, this is alpha 1 minus beta 1 into x1 plus alpha 2 minus beta 2 into x2 plus alpha 3 minus beta 3 into x3 up to so on. The last element is alpha n minus beta n into xn. Okay, is this belongs to L of S? Yes, obviously this is belongs to L of S. Since why this belongs to L of S? Since as alpha I belongs to field f, beta I belongs to field f, that subtraction alpha I minus beta I also belongs to field f. Okay, for I running from 1 to up to so on n. Alpha I minus beta I belongs to field f means what? If you put I is equal to 1, alpha 1 minus beta 1, alpha 1 minus beta 1 belongs to field f, then alpha 2 minus beta 2 belongs to field f. Therefore, this whole up to so on alpha n minus beta n belongs to field f. Therefore, this linear combination is belongs to L of S. Since L of S is consisting of an members like this. Okay, this subtraction is also looks like this. Therefore, this element is also belongs to L of S. Therefore, this subtraction x minus y is also belongs to L of S. Now, what we have to show? The second condition is what? For any scalar k into x is also belongs to this set. Therefore, k into x, consider k into what is an x? X is nothing but alpha 1 x1 plus alpha 2 x2 up to so on alpha n xn, multiplied k inside the bracket, which is equal to k into alpha 1 x1 plus k into alpha 2 x2 up to so on k into alpha n xn. Therefore, since Is this element is belongs to L of X? Yes, obviously this also is belongs to L of X. Why? Since K belongs to field F. Okay, K is any scalar, this belongs to field F. Also alpha I belongs to field F. Therefore their multiplication K into alpha I also belongs to field F. For some I running from 1 to up to so on. Yeah, okay. So therefore second condition is also satisfied. This is implies L of S is a subspace of V. Okay, therefore the second condition is also satisfied by the L of S. Therefore this is a subspace of the vector space V. Now the next third property is third, L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. We have to prove that L of S is the smallest subspace which is containing V and which also contains what? S. Okay. Now first we show that L of S contains S. Okay. For each element of S is obviously an element of L of S. This is implies S is containing L of S. We know that as L of S means what? Set of linear combinations of the elements of the set S. Therefore each element of an S is obviously contained in L of S. This is implies S is obviously contained in the L of S. Therefore S contained in the L of S. This is obviously good. Okay. Now we have to show that what we have to show? L of S is the smallest subspace of an V. In the previous case, we already shown that L of S is the subspace of an V. Now we have to show that it is a smallest. Okay. That is for any subspace W of the vector space V. If we look at any subspace W of the vector space V, L of S is smaller from the any subspace which is contained in the V. Okay. Therefore we consider any other subspace, suppose W, and then we show that this L of S is smaller than this W. Okay. Let W be a subspace of V containing S. Okay. W be the any subspace which is containing S. Since W is closed under addition and scalar multiplication, this is implies W contains every linear combination of elements of S. Therefore L of S is contained in the W. Okay. Since W itself is in subspace, therefore it is closed under the addition and the scalar multiplication. Okay. Therefore W contains all linear combinations of the elements of n V. Okay. So therefore W contains every linear combination of the elements of S. Since W is in subspace and W is closed under addition and scalar multiplication, W also contains a linear combination of the elements of an S. This is implies L of S, and the linear combination is nothing but the L of S. Therefore L of S is contained in the W, and therefore thus we have to show L of S is contained in W means what? L of S is obviously a subspace of the vector space V, and L of S is contained in W. W is also a subspace of n V. Therefore L of S is smaller than W. Okay. So and W is an arbitrary subspace we have taken. Therefore for any subspace L of S is contained in W. This is implies L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. That is L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing Yes. And the fourth is, if W is a subspace of V, L of W is equal to W. This is an obvious case. Since W is a subspace of n V, then L of W, set of linear combinations of W, is equal to W. Since W is a subspace, W is closed under the addition and scalar multiplication. This implies set of linear combination is nothing but the W. Okay. Therefore, these are some basic concepts: linear combination, linear span, and the properties which are based on this linear span. There are the four basic properties. Since as L of S is a subspace of n V, then L of S is a linear combination of the finite number of the elements of n S, and L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S, and the last one is the W is a subspace of V, then L of W is equal to W.